Hello, my dears. Daniela here, and welcome to another Wednesday edition of the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. As you guys know, Wednesdays are for beauty bombs. These are our bite-sized bits of information on products, treatments, or ingredients. And today we are talking about IPL, BBL, photofacial, whatever you want to call it, they're all the same thing. So this is one of the most common treatments in the world of medical aesthetics. It's a amazing treatment. I've had tons of them myself over the years. So in this episode, what I want to do is shine some light on what this treatment is doing for you in your skin. So IPL simply stands for intense pulse light. BBL stands for broadband light. Photofacial, it's just another name. It's all the same thing. What this treatment is a light-based device. So it is sending all of the visible spectrums of light into your skin to address browns and reds. So we can use different filters or different things like that to really focus in if we're addressing reds or if we're addressing browns in the skin. But this is one of the most effective treatments to get rid of hyperpigmentation or brown spots and to get rid of redness in the skin. Now, when you receive one of these treatments, depending on what you are targeting, so let's just say you're someone who has a lot of sun damage and you're wanting to get an even complexion. The practice will typically recommend a series of 3 to 5 treatments. And depending on the physician's philosophy, you'll receive those treatments anywhere between 3 to 5 weeks apart. So you'll get them in 3 to 5 week intervals. It really depends on your skin, your age, and how aggressively you're wanting to treat the hyperpigmentation. Now, what happens after you get a treatment is that your skin will feel a little bit tingly, a little bit rough. It's considered a no downtime treatment, but I guess the best way would just say that your skin can feel a little stimulated, not painful. When the light actually goes into your skin, it feels kind of like a rubber band snap. There's a big flash of light and it feels like a little snap on your skin. It typically takes around 15 to 30 minutes, depending on who's doing the service. And you can get up, you can put makeup on after, you can, just life is normal. What you'll notice happening over the next 7 to 10 days is that your pigmented spots, your brown spots, will actually get darker. They'll come to the surface. They'll look like coffee grinds on the skin. It's a very unique look. And then what happens is those naturally slough off over time. You don't want to pick them off. You don't want to scrub them off. You want to let them come off kind of naturally. But those slough off. And then as you're pulling pigment more to the surface, then you're going to be able to get more and more clear. That's why we do these in series. You may notice like, oh, I didn't even know I had a brown spot there, but it's because we pulled that pigment up to get rid of it. Now, if you really want to know what's going on in your practice where you're getting this treatment done, has a Vizia, I suggest getting a Vizia Consultation, where it will actually allow you to see all the sun damage that's going on under your skin. I've done mine and I'm like, oh my gosh, it always looks so bad in those machines, but it's really cool when you can do your before picture, do your series of treatments, and then take an after picture and really see on a deep level the positive changes that you've made in your skin. Now, if we're dealing with redness, if that's something that you're wanting to treat, redness is caused by broken capillaries so it's blood that's kind of trapped there. So what you're having to do is send energy in that will push the blood out of the capillaries. Now, redness typically takes more treatments and it's something that comes back. So if you're someone who naturally your capillaries break over time, you naturally have redness in your skin, you really need to think about IPLs, BBLs, or photofacials as a maintenance treatment. So you can do an initial series and then maybe every 3 months come back in for a treatment to get to address the redness. If you're dealing with pigmentation, you can do your series. And as long as you're using good quality home care products, making sure that you're using lots of sunscreen and a good antioxidant, you can prevent more damage. And typically, people with pigmentation, they come back to once a year to receive a treatment. So there's really no difference between the names. It has to do with the company. Like I know Cyton's a really popular company. They do BBL. Cynosure does IPL. Photofacial is actually a term coined by Dr. Patrick Bitter, who's known very well in the world of medical aesthetics, specifically around this treatment, around the photofacial. He's had articles and studies published in journals and published in the Wall Street Journal and all kinds of stuff talking about this topic. So if you're wanting to learn more and read more studies about that, just look up Dr. Patrick Bitter, and he's a great source on that bit on IPLs, BBLs, or photofacials. So again, this is a safe treatment. It's a non-invasive treatment, no downtime, except for the fact that if you're doing pigmentation, you will kind of have darker pigment spots on the surface before they slough off. But it's a really great way to get rid of browns and reds in the skin. And if I can add one more thing, I always recommend that our clients or patients get a chemical peel a couple of weeks before they do their BBL. And this just allows the light device, to work much better. So I caught myself there because it's very common for us to call all of these machines lasers, but IPL or BBL or photofacial, it is a light device. Lasers are using one wavelength of light. And rather the light-based devices are using all of the visible spectrums of light. So that's the distinction between the two there. All right, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this beauty bomb on IPL, BBL, photofacial. If you guys have any more questions, please head over to the Spa Marketing Made Easy Facebook group. Tag me. I'm happy to answer any questions for you in there. All right, I'll see you on the next episode.